G'day guys, welcome back on Living on 3 Acres, Queensland. Today I will show you how my date palms are going. And I have 6 in total. They range in size due to when they were grown, and I grown them all from seed. And these are the seeds that came from Jewel date that sold in Woolworths. And I propagated the seeds myself in a different time periods. So I will show you what it looks like at the moment. So this is the youngest one, which is about 18 months. That's how it looks like. And so is this. It's just a little less developed, but that's 18 months old as well. Then this here is the largest I have. This is probably over 5 years old now. I had it for about 3 years in this location, and before that I grew it from seed and it was growing in a pot. It's the first one I ever grew, and then as the opportunity came to plant more, I sort of put a few more seeds in the ground, and I grew few more, and that's 3 of them. I actually given away a few as well, because at that point I wasn't sure if I'll be planting those number 5 and 6 over there, because it is a floodway and the huge volume of water comes rushing through here every time we have a very heavy rain. But then I thought I might, and I just given it a bit more defense to let it grow up so it can be strong and withstand that. It doesn't happen very often, so I decided to plant 2 more there. And coming back to these 3, these are the 1, 2, 3 and 4, the original ones that I planned to plant. This small one here was eaten by kangaroos about a year and a half ago, or a bit more, when we had a dry spell. So that's why it looks smaller than the other 2. Otherwise these are all the same age, about 2.5 to 3 years, I want to say. And this one is catching up now. Won't take long for it to reach that size again. Regarding caring for these, I haven't been caring for them too much. I stopped watering them quite a long time ago. I will still be watering those smaller ones for a little while to give them a boost, but at this point I'm hoping that the larger palms have already reached the moist layer of soil which is underneath there. I know it is there because when I was digging holes for those 2, I could see that the soil is quite moist, maybe shovel deep. So I believe the palms do grow roots deeply, and especially the date palm, which has been said to like its feet to be in the water and its head in the sun. I believe it's probably already down there where it's getting enough moisture just from its roots, so I'm not watering them anymore. Now I have been fertilizing these very rarely. And what I use is manure, mostly horse manure, because it's the most commonly found around where I am. So I would put that in a bucket of water and let it soak, and dissolve quite a bit, and then I just mix that with some more water, as to being careful not to burn the roots, and I just pour that in that little hole over there and just water it on top a little bit, just to let it go into the soil where the roots are, and that's it. I've done that maybe once every 4 months or thereabouts. I haven't got any particular schedule, just whenever I can, and that's it. Otherwise very little care is required for these. One more thing I will mention: it does get occasionally infested with some sort of sucker parasites. I'll show you. I got some here. Don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's basically like little scale, and that can get really bad if you don't manage that. At least if I don't manage it on mine, it can really cover quite a large area of the leaf, and I don't believe that's healthy for a palm, but it's not a big problem to deal with. I use eco neem oil to treat it. That's stuff you can buy in Bunnings. I use that because I consider it to be less harmful to the environment, I guess, and to myself. And yeah, you just dilute it and spray it well, and that seems to be working. I sprayed these a couple of days ago. I'm pretty sure all these parasites should be dead by now. So I have to do that occasionally, but otherwise, again, very little care. Now that they grow a little larger, I might have to be on the lookout for the fallen fronds, because all these leaves that you see are very, very prickly, but even more if you look down at the ones that haven't quite developed, those are not actually leaves. Oh, they becoming spikes, and nasty sharp spikes. So yeah, as soon as I can, I'll probably trim it up a bit and be sure, and I will try to be sure that I remove all the fronds, because you don't want to step on that. That's not going to be nice. Now, just recently I noticed that there's some sort of growth coming up from the base of the palm tree. I dare not thinking that it's first flower coming out. I never seen it, so I don't know. Maybe that's some sort of anomaly. I'll try to show you better. If anyone who is watching knows what that is, do let me know in comments. I'm curious whether that's just, as I said, whether that even is a part of the palm. Maybe there's just some seed dropped over there and now it's growing out. Maybe I need to remove it. I don't know. Again, if you do let me know. I'm curious. So, as I said, I dare not hoping that that's the flowers. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Anyway, so that's how that is doing. I'm happy. Do any of you who is watching, do you grow date palms? Are you here from our locality in southeast Queensland? Tell me about your success. I'd love to hear it, and maybe there will be some useful information for me, because I'm really keen to see this grow well and maybe even see it fruit one day. Wouldn't that be nice? Thanks again, guys. As always, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, tell the others, and I'll see you on the next one.